This is Newcap News with Lauren Poland.
Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. We have great news for Border City parents. Lloydminster finally has its first full-time pediatrician. Kelsey Bloxham met with her and a new orthopedic surgeon who now call the Border City home.
Doctors Earl and Amy Kowalski have been slowly getting settled all summer. Married for 6 years now and parents to a little boy and girl. Having worked in Halifax for the past year, relocating to the Border City was the right choice for the young family.
My family is in Meadow Lake and most of Earl's family is in and around Saskatoon, so this was a nice sort of central location to bring the grandkids back to the grandparents.
Both are specialists in their fields. Amy works as a general pediatrician, the only full-time pediatrician based in town, working with children at a clinic as well as on call at the hospital, helping with sick newborns.
Giving the family physicians an extra hand with some of the sicker ones and hopefully being able to keep some of the kids that are the newborns that are really unwell will still have to be transferred to the city, but some of the ones that are, kind of borderline need a little bit of extra help when I'm around and we have a little bit more support around. Some of those babies we can keep here with their mums.
Earl is an orthopedic surgeon with a special interest in hip and knee replacement, as well as trauma like broken bones and injuries.
And I have a practice that's based partly at the hospital, doing call and having a clinic there for people with casts and broken bones, and then partly at my clinic out of the hospital, which where, like Amy, I see referrals, and eventually probably be operating out in Vermilion as well.
Both hope to stay in Lloydminster long term, but the key to that is attracting more doctors to work alongside them.
There's such a big population of both elderly people who have hip and knee problems, fall and break hips, and younger people who are playing sports, have sports injuries, and the whole spectrum in between. So huge need for both our services, and we're hopefully the launching point for more as Lloydminster grows.
Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
Well, the construction nightmare in Lloydminster isn't over yet. Expect major delays again next summer if you're driving along Highway 16. The 44th Street Rehabilitation Project won't be wrapping up this October as planned. Excessive rainfall is pushing the project's completion date to next October or later.
What you can do about Mother Nature. At the end of the day, would I like it to be all tidied up and be able to whip from one end to the other on brand new pavement on October 31st? That was the plan. But you know what? If it was because of lack of effort or lack of commitment, I would be upset, but it's not.
Crews will finish up road work on the eastbound lanes, but most of the construction on westbound lanes is being pushed until next year. Despite the construction delays, the highway will be back to normal for traffic over the winter with 2 lanes open in each direction. Well, big changes are in the works for Lloydminster waste removal. A new organics pickup is starting up this April. Garbage and recycle pickup will still be automated, but who takes away all that waste is also changing. Elise Cox has the story.
After a successful pilot project in lakeside neighborhoods, Lloydminster will have a new garbage pickup service.
Starting April 1st, we'll have a new contractor in place for our residential waste services. Those waste services are going to expand. You're going to have one green cart, a black cart, and a blue bag. And you'll have one pickup day, and those days will be fixed.
Evergreen Ecological Services, the company that currently collects your recyclables, will be collecting all your garbage.
We're mandated by definition and by act to look at the best bid, and which is lowest cost.
City officials say compared to quick pick waste disposal, Evergreen has a lower processing fee and monthly fee for each residential household. New to residents will be organic curbside pickup, and after the successful pilot project, the city is excited to have it introduced.
It's been very positive. On our survey, we've been capturing about 70% of the organics that's in the waste, and we've had about over 90% participation.
Orders for the new bins will be put in as soon as possible, and residents should expect them by May at the latest. Elise Cox, Newcap News.